Be up until 3 a.m. doing the laptop laugh dance and not even think twice about it. New flash, that is abnormal. We are literally designed to go to sleep when it gets dark. So if you made a habit of ignoring this innate law, it's time to take action to recharge. In our discussion on sunlight exposure in Chapter 2, we found that our body natural production of hormones is critical to getting the best sleep possible. By lining your sleep up with your natural hormonal secretion, the benefit you get from sleep will be exponentially better. For example, you may be asleep from 1 a.m. to 9 a.m. and getting 8 hours of sleep, but you are missing on that money time when the beneficial hormonal secretion are at their highest. Melatonin, human growth hormone, and more are secreted in their strongest dose when your sleep is lined up properly. Want to stay young and vibrant longer? Then you need to know that you get the best dose of HGH, the youth hormone, if you're sleeping during those prime time hours. Some people get 8 or more hours of sleep, but still don't feel well rested when they wake up. Dr. Choudhury also states that if your body is chronically deprived of the regenerative sleep between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., then you may still feel fatigued when you wake up in the morning. Again, this affirms the understanding that it's all about the hormone production, and missing out on that money time is not a very smart investment. The second wind. Around 10 p.m., your body goes through a transformation following the natural rise in melatonin. This transformation is to increase internal metabolic energy to repair, strengthen, and rejuvenate your body. Heightened production of antioxidant hormone happens at this time to help protect your DNA from damage, improve your brain function, and more. If you are asleep as normal during this phase, all is well. However, if you're up when 10 p.m. rolls around, that increase in metabolic energy can be experienced at a second wind. Have you ever had this happen before? After work, around 6 or 7 p.m., you are tired. You can't wait to hit the sack and get a great night's sleep. Then 10 o'clock rolls around and you feel wide awake and ready to do stop. It's very likely that you have just experienced the energy second wind. It's really not that much different from exercise. People who've done any type of endurance training know that if you keep at it for a certain amount of time, even though you're tired, your body will kick into a second wind and you feel energized again and ready to keep going. Instead of the increased energy being used for normal internal housekeeping, it's worth used for you to update your Facebook profile and watch 3 more episodes of your favorite show on Netflix. It's important to understand that your body's ability to repair itself, remove free radicals, and maximize hormonal output is greatly inhibited when you allow yourself to stay up and move into the second wind. People who stay up past 10 or 11 p.m. and dig into the second wind energy often find that they have a harder time falling asleep when they want to. The result is that you're more fatigued and groggy when you wake up in the morning. So let's get into some specific tips to get that money time sleep your body really deserves. Money time power tip 1. The 10 p.m. recommended bedtime isn't exact with all of the variation in time zones, the daylight saving times, how far you are from the equator time of years. If we get too neurotic about the exact time to go to sleep, it can get a little ridiculous. What you want to aim for to get the highest quality sleep possible is getting to bed within a few hours of it getting dark outside. For most people, this is going to mean somewhere between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. most of the year. By doing this, you are giving yourself a huge hormonal advantage. During the winter season, humans would naturally be sleeping more and going to bed a bit earlier. Conversely, during the summer month, when the days are longer, you have a bit of a permission slip to stay up later and enjoy the weather a little more. Nature is giving a direct cues on when to sleep. We just need to learn to pay attention to them. Money time power tip 2. To help reset your sleep cycle so that you are actually tired when the optimal bedtime rolls around. Make a habit of getting some sunlight as soon as possible when you wake up. This is going to help boost natural cortisol levels and fully wake your system up. Your body knows what to do and will find its natural sleep cycle with you practicing good sleep hygiene and following the tips in this book. Money time power tip 3. During normal sleep at night, your body follows a predictable pattern, moving back and forth between restorative sleep, deep sleep, and more alert stage, non-REM, and dreaming REM sleep. These stages of REM and non-REM sleep come together to form a complete sleep cycle. Sleep cycle typically lasts for 19 minutes each and repeat 4 to 6 times a night. So 6 normal 90-minute sleep cycles would equal 9 total hours of sleep. Even if you get a full night's sleep, you can still wake up feeling groggy if your alarm goes up during the middle of one of your sleep cycles. To make your morning better and more energetic, start setting your alarm so that it goes up in accordance with the sleep cycle instead of the standard 8 hours of sleep. For example, if you go to sleep at 10 p.m., set your alarm for 5:30 a.m. for a total of 7.5 hours of sleep. And you'll likely find that you feel more refreshed when you wake up than if you set the alarm for 6 a.m. and interrupted another sleep cycle. Alternatively, you can go for an additional sleep cycle if that's what you feel best about. Again, going to bed at 10 p.m., for example, set your alarm for 7 a.m. to get that 6 full sleep cycle under your belt. And here's a great tip if you ever do find yourself in a pinch and need to sleep less than normal. Shoot for getting that minimum of 4 sleep cycles in for a total of 6 hours. If you have to stay up until 1 a.m., again, not smart, but it happens. Set your alarm for 7 a.m., not 7:30 or 8 a.m., and you'll likely find that you feel better when you wake up and start your days. Use the sleep hack for the force of good, and your body will pay you big dividend in return. Chapter 7. Rub the anti-stress mineral into your skin each day. Magnesium is a bona fide anti-stress mineral. It helps to balance blood sugar, optimize circulation and blood pressure, relax tense muscle, reduce pain, and calm the nervous system. Yet, because it has so many functions, it tends to get depleted from our bodies rather fast. Magnesium deficiency is likely the number one mineral deficiency in our world today. Estimates show that upward of 80% of the population in the United States is deficient in magnesium, and some experts say that these numbers are actually conservative. Chances are you're not getting enough magnesium into your system, and getting your magnesium levels up can almost instantly reduce your body's stress load and improve the quality of your sleep. Not only is magnesium important for optimizing your sleep, it's critical to your health and longevity overall. A study published in the Journal of Intensive Care Medicine showed that people deficient in magnesium were twice as likely to die prematurely. I don't know about you, but I don't want to clock out before my time. Optimizing your magnesium level can be key to living a long, healthy life. When discussing magnesium, Dr. Mark Hyman states that this critical mineral is actually responsible for over 300 enzyme reactions and is found in all your tissue, but mainly in your bone, muscle, and brain. You must